What if I told you there was a king in the Bible who lost everything, not because he was attacked, but because he showed too much, not because of war, not because of enemies, but because he opened his life to the wrong eyes. And the dangerous part is, it didn't look like sin. It looked like celebration. It looked like honor. It looked like just sharing. His name was Hezekiah, and at this point in his life, everything was working. He had just survived a deadly sickness. In fact, God added 15 more years to his life. Think about that. He was supposed to die, but he was given more time, more life, more opportunity. Now imagine the attention that comes with that. A king who was dying, now alive. A man who was weak, now strong again. People start talking, people start watching, people start paying attention, and then they came, envoys from Babylon. Not to fight, not to threaten, but to visit, to connect, to see him. And this is where the real test began, not in pain, not in pressure, but in attention, because attention comes with a subtle temptation. The temptation to show, to reveal, to display, to let people see everything. And Hezekiah fell into it. The Bible says he showed them everything, his treasures, his silver, his gold, his spices, his weapons. Nothing was hidden, nothing was held back. Now pause. No one forced him, no one pressured him. He simply opened everything. And that's what makes this dangerous, because not all mistakes come from struggle. Some come from exposure. Let's bring this into today, because this is exactly what we see now. We live in a generation where people feel the need to show everything. Your wins, your progress, your relationships, your plans. Sometimes even things that are still growing. And it doesn't feel wrong. It feels normal. It feels like connection. It feels like letting people in. But here's the question many people don't ask. Should everything be seen? Because what you reveal, you make vulnerable. Hezekiah thought he was entertaining guests.
But they were observing. They were studying. They were taking note of everything. Because not every viewer is a supporter. Not every audience is harmless. Some are strategic. What you show today can be used tomorrow. After they left, something happened. The prophet Isaiah came to him and asked a simple question. What did they see in your house? That question is deep. Not who came, but what did they see? And Hezekiah answered, I showed them everything. Everything. No boundaries, no restraint, no wisdom filter. And then came the consequence. The same people who came to look would later come to take. Everything he showed them would be carried away. His treasures, his wealth, even his legacy. What started as a moment of display became a doorway for loss. And here's the scary part. It didn't feel dangerous when he was doing it. It felt harmless. It felt normal. And that's how this temptation works. Quiet, subtle, disguised as something innocent until later. So now this becomes personal. Before you post, before you share, before you reveal everything, ask yourself, who is watching? What are they learning? And what could this become later? Because not every opportunity to show is an instruction to reveal. Some things need covering. Some things need time. Some things need protection. Privacy is not secrecy. Privacy is wisdom. Hezekiah was a good king, a faithful king, a man who had experienced God. But in one moment, he showed too much, and it cost him everything. So the next time you feel the urge to display it all, to post it all, to let everyone in, remember this. Not every loss comes from enemies. Some losses come from what we choose to reveal.